Let's be real, the world of weight loss is just noisy. It's confusing. So today, we're going to cut through all of that. We're going to build a simple, science-backed pyramid for what actually truly works.
Yeah, we've all seen these promises, right? They're plastered everywhere. And they are so tempting because they offer that quick fix we all crave. But here's a little secret. The bigger and flashier the promise, the more you should probably question it.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Because losing some weight is one thing, but actually keeping it off for good, that requires a totally different playbook. So let's dive into the evidence and build that pyramid for success, starting from the very bottom.
Think about it. Every strong building needs a solid foundation. And in weight loss, that foundation isn't some trendy diet, it's not a special pill, and it's definitely not a magic workout. It's one single, non-negotiable scientific principle.
This is it. This is the bedrock of all fat loss. I don't care if you're doing keto, vegan, paleo, whatever. If you are not in a calorie deficit, you will not lose weight. Your body is just an energy system. To get it to burn its stored energy, fat, you have to give it less energy than it's using. It is the one rule you just can't break.
Okay, so how do we put this into practice? Well, it starts with a key number. And honestly, if you remember just one thing from this whole explainer, please make it this one.
This is why 500 is so important. It's not crazy, it's not extreme. It's a moderate, totally sustainable goal that actually translates into real steady progress. Aiming for this kind of deficit is what separates a long-term successful strategy from a short-term crash diet that's doomed to fail.
So how do we create that 500-calorie deficit? Well, while exercise is amazing for your health, and you should absolutely do it, you simply cannot out-exercise a high-calorie diet. As clinical dietitian Jessica Tilton says, your diet is the most important piece of the puzzle. That foundation, it's built in the kitchen.
Okay, our foundation is officially in place. It's solid. Now we can start building that next layer. And these are the smart, powerful diet strategies that make staying in the calorie deficit easier, way more effective, and a whole lot less miserable.
You know what's so fascinating is that not all calories are created equal when it comes to hunger. Some foods are just way better at making us feel full and satisfied. And the undisputed heavyweight champion of making you feel full, it's protein.
Making sure you've got protein-rich foods like these in your meals is a game changer. Why? Because it helps manage your appetite hormones. It basically turns down the volume on your hunger hormone, ghrelin, and cranks up the hormones that make you feel full. That means you stay satisfied longer and you're just less likely to overeat.
And right alongside protein, its trusty sidekick is fiber. Fiber slows down digestion, which also keeps you feeling full for a lot longer. So here's the key takeaway. A diet that's rich in both protein and fiber naturally helps you control calories without feeling like you're starving all the time.
Now, this brings us to the big one, carbohydrates. The trick isn't to eliminate them. Carbs are not the enemy. It's about choosing wisely. Refined carbs, like white bread or sugar, are stripped of their fiber. They digest super fast, which leads to a blood sugar spike, and then you're hungry again. Complex carbs, on the other hand, are packed with fiber, and they give you steady energy that keeps you full.
But hey, weight management isn't just about what's on your plate, it's also about how you live your life. So the next layer of our pyramid is all about the crucial habits that can either make or break all of your hard work.
So much of our hunger is controlled by these two hormones, leptin and ghrelin. But when we're sleep-deprived or super stressed out, these hormones get thrown completely out of balance. They start screaming for high-calorie foods, even when our bodies don't actually need the energy. It's a hormonal hijack.
This is a big one. It is absolutely non-negotiable for managing your weight. Study after study shows that people who don't get enough sleep consistently eat more calories the next day. Seriously, prioritizing your sleep is like giving your body a hormonal reset button every single night.
And then there's stress. Chronic stress floods your body with a hormone called cortisol, which can ramp up your appetite and tell your body to store more fat, especially around your belly. But the good news is you can fight back. There was this amazing trial that found adults with obesity who followed a stress management program just like this for 8 weeks had significantly greater reductions in their body mass index. So managing stress isn't just some nice to have, it's a powerful tool for weight loss.
And finally, we're going to reinforce this whole pyramid with these simple but key habits. Drinking water, especially right before a meal, has been proven to help you eat less. Actually paying attention to your food, without the TV or your phone, helps your brain get the "I'm full" signal.
And of course, getting regular physical activity is just crucial for your overall health and for keeping the weight off once you've lost it.
Okay, now we need to have a serious talk about what happens when people ignore this beautiful foundation we've built and try to skip straight to the top of the pyramid. This is the temptation of rapid weight loss, and well, this is where things can get pretty dangerous.
Here's the clinical definition. Anything more than about 2 pounds a week for weeks on end is officially considered too fast. And when that happens, you're basically pushing your body into a state of emergency that has some really serious consequences.
See, when you lose weight this quickly, you're not just losing fat. You're losing precious muscle, which actually slows down your metabolism. You're risking dehydration, major nutritional deficiencies, and some pretty scary health problems like gallstones and electrolyte imbalances that can even mess with your heart. And here is the ultimate cruel irony of it all. The faster you lose the weight, the more likely you are to gain it all right back. These aggressive diets trigger powerful hormonal responses that crank up your hunger and slam the brakes on your metabolism, creating the perfect storm for rebound weight gain. It's an unstable peak that's basically designed to crumble.
So, how do we put the finishing touches on our pyramid the right way? It's all about choosing a safe, sustainable path that puts your health above pure speed.
So what's the new goal then? It isn't some dream number you see on the scale. It's a realistic, health-boosting target that's represented by this range right here.
Let's put that into perspective for a second. For someone who weighs 200 pounds, that's a goal of losing 10 to 20 pounds over 6 months. Not only is that achievable, but that level of weight loss is proven to dramatically improve things like blood pressure and cholesterol. It completely reframes this whole process as a journey, not a sprint.
So, the most important takeaway is to become a smart, informed consumer. Be skeptical, be critical of any program that promises you the moon. Real lasting change doesn't come in a bottle or from some gimmick. It comes from building that strong foundation of healthy habits we've been talking about this whole time.
And that's really the final thought, isn't it? The goal isn't just about losing weight. It's about building a strong, stable pyramid of health, a way of eating and living that truly supports your body for the long haul. So I'll leave you with this. What does that foundation look like for you?